Tom Brady, a man known for many things, but I only knew him for one: having an insanely healthy diet. He doesn't drink coffee.
Yeah, I've never tried it.
He's never eaten a strawberry.
Never had a strawberry.
Never.
He hates Frosted Flakes.
You know, we believe that Frosted Flakes is a food.
So you can imagine my shock when I came across the following headline. Why does NFL legend Tom Brady now endorse fast food? This man has one of the most dialed in diets of all time.
I love to work out. I love to train. And I love to eat good. You know why I love to eat good? Because it makes me feel better.
All in the name of health and performance and longevity, and yet is now apparently hawking fast food.
Pizza?
Nutella all day.
Now, obviously this is kind of a random video for me, but I actually found the whole thing fascinating considering that Tom Brady had actual beef with both Coca Cola and Kellogg's just a few years ago.
The fact that they can sell that, you know, to kids, that's poison for kids, but they keep doing it.
So either A, Tom Brady has completely changed as a person, B, he's completely selling out, or C, and this is where I'm leaning, maybe Tom Brady is crashing out. Let's get into it.
You know what I miss most about playing? Yelling, "Hey!" So I got this job. I got your pizza. Hey! Brady's back.
Why does NFL legend Tom Brady now endorse fast food? See his explanation. The former New England Patriot and Tampa Bay Buccaneer has softened his stance on junk food after once referring to Coca-Cola beverages as poison for kids and also calling out Frosted Flakes as not real food.
That's just America, and that's what we've been conditioned to. So, you know, we believe that Frosted Flakes is a food.
It is just so crazy to me how you can have such a strong stance. Like, I'm gonna show you guys the full clip later on, but Tom Brady actually went toe-to-toe with Coca-Cola. That's pretty rare in the celebrity world. So to now basically reverse it to the point that he is working with fast food brands is completely insane. Like, I know nothing about any athlete ever, okay? But somehow I knew that Tom Brady was healthy AF. He is literally known for his healthy lifestyle. He's turned it into a brand.
Skip some added sugar and avoid sugar whenever possible, and especially artificially sweet foods with added sugars. Dad, I'm talking to you. Our health is our wealth, and we should always keep it as our top priority.
So how the heck do you go from that to doing fast food commercials? Now, the 48-year-old has teamed up with such companies, swapping the Hut under center for Pizza Hut, as well as brands Dunkin' and Ferrero. I cannot wait to see this. But yeah, before the commercials, let's watch the video of him explaining why he's doing this.
You're sort of an endorser of all things, I feel like, these days. I know, even just off the top of my head, I know you did the Pizza Hut ad recently, the Dunkin' Donuts ad.
Yeah, that was fun.
How do you decide which one of these things you're going to do? And look, you don't need the money. Why do you do them?
Well, they're fun to be a part of. And when I see good scripts and good writing, and, you know, again, I'm on TV a lot too. So I like to engage with the fan base and understand that, you know, I've been very fortunate over the course of my life to, you know, have people make food for me all the time. And, you know, we've had nutritionists as part of our teams, and I've been very blessed to have that. And I know there's a lot of other people that are working really hard year round to provide for their family. And I have a lot of respect for those people and the way that, you know, they go about enjoying their life too. So, you know, again, a lot of this is, you know, really fun, you know, being a part of the World Cup, being a part of these campaigns that are going to be broadcast in front of tens of millions of people. I just want to get out there and have a great time with people.
So what I took from that is
when I see good scripts and good writing and
good scripts and good writing on a Pizza Hut commercial, I just
pizza.
What are we? I don't understand.
I like to engage with the fan base and I have a lot of respect for those people and the way that, you know, they go about enjoying their life too. So I just want to get out there and have a great time with people.
So he said a lot of words there, but what I took from this is that Tom Brady is endorsing fast food because he respects the way you live your life and because he really appreciates good writing. I think before we take a look at the commercials that he was just in, we need to take a quick step back. We need to take a little ride. We need to go on a journey to get a sense of what Tom Brady has been like up until this point, okay? And listen, if you're a Tom Brady fan, I'm not trying to come for your favorite, but the whole thing is truly wild. If I knew anything about sports, this is the part where I tell you about how sick of an athlete Tom Brady is. He's won the most Super Bowls of any player ever. He's won the most games as a quarterback ever. And he did it consistently for over 2 decades, winning his last Super Bowl at age 43, which is old for an athlete, okay? But the most interesting thing about him to me, and the most relevant thing to the story, is that before becoming the GOAT, as they say, he really wasn't considered to be very good. They called him an average Joe, and he was literally picked last for the NFL. Yet somehow he transformed into the best football player of all time, which is pretty cool, right? I mean, the fact that he was older for a football player when he did all of that, I realize that anyone who actually watches football is probably screaming at the screen right now because these points are all so obvious. But yeah, I have no exposure to this guy. I learned this all just for this video. But I thought that was really neat. And from what I read, people said that this guy went from an everyman to Superman, leading to a very big question from everyone watching throughout his career. What's his secret? And the thing is, Tom Brady provided an answer to this question. And that answer was his super regimented wellness routine.
It was different when I was growing up, and my parents were doing the best I could do. But when I think about the things that I ate when I was little, I can understand why I was a late bloomer. Because it was, oh man, some of the stuff, it was terrible.
Tom.
It was terrible. Everything, yeah, I mean, it's not what I would do today, so.
Now, obviously, as a top athlete, you're probably gonna eat for performance. You have the best nutritionists, the best body people, the best mind people, all coaching you on to greatness. But Tom Brady was famous for taking it like 10 steps further than that. Tom Brady actually created his own diet philosophy. Like, he made up a diet all by himself and then branded it. The regimen I follow is a mix of Eastern and Western philosophies. Some of these principles have been around for thousands of years. My nutritional regimen may seem restrictive to some people, but to me, it feels unnatural to eat any other way. So Tom actually invented and created a brand around his lifestyle, which he called the TB12 method. There are 2 books about it, and you can buy from him supplements, protein bars, electrolytes. There was a cookbook at one point. I saw some people even call Tom Brady the male Gwyneth Paltrow, aka he was building a controversial wellness empire like Goop. Plus, he was married to Victoria's Secret supermodel Gisele Bündchen, who is literally one of the highest paid models in the entire world. And for a while there, they were like the ultimate wellness couple, which peaked for the public in 2016 when Tom and Gisele's chef gave an interview about what this couple ate in a day to stay so beautifully fit. Both being people that needed their bodies in peak physical condition in order to do their jobs.
Now, their private chef, Alan Campbell, revealing to Boston.com their powerhouse diet.
So when the world learned the details of what they ate together as a couple, people were very, very interested.
Tom and Gisele are known for having some of the hottest bodies on the planet, but it sounds like their diet isn't that exciting.
This list of foods Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen don't eat is making me very hungry. Okay, here it is. According to their chef, the couple's diet consisted of the following. 80% of what they eat is vegetables. I buy the freshest vegetables. If it's not organic, I don't use it. And whole grains. Brown rice, quinoa, millet, beans. The other 20% is lean meats. Grass-fed organic steak, duck every now and then, and chicken. As for fish, I mostly cook wild salmon. But what really interested people was not what this couple did eat, but what they didn't. According to their chef, the couple does not and will not consume the following. No white sugar, no white flour, no MSG. I'll use raw olive oil, but I never cook with olive oil. I only cook with coconut oil. Fats like canola oil turn into trans fats, so none of those either. I use Himalayan pink salt as the sodium. I never use iodized salt. Tom doesn't eat nightshades because they're not anti-inflammatory, so no tomatoes, peppers, mushrooms, or eggplants. Tomatoes trickle in every now and then, but just maybe once a month. I'm very cautious about tomatoes. They cause inflammation. Oh, and also no coffee, no caffeine, no fungus, no dairy. The kids eat fruit. Tom, not so much. He will eat bananas in a smoothie, but otherwise he prefers not to eat fruits. The chef goes further, describing some of Tom and Giselle's favorite comfort foods, and he quite literally describes the following as their favorite cheat meal. It's a quinoa dish with wilted greens and garlic toasted in coconut oil, and this cashew sauce with lime curry, lemongrass, and a little bit of ginger. I mean, that sounds really good to me, but what part of that exactly was the cheat meal? I'm guessing the cashews. I don't know. He also said that they love a dish called raw lasagna, which is just like regular lasagna, except not even similar. It's actually just 3 pieces of uncooked zucchini with some pesto and potentially cashew cheese on it. And at one point, I remember that Tom and Giselle were famous for their avocado ice cream.
Love avocados.
And a strawberry to garnish.
No.
Which I don't know if you've made one of those before, but they are actually truly very good. But as the years went on, their chef claimed that the duo wanted to stop doing desserts entirely. Even Tom Brady's own father, also named Tom Brady, was quoted as saying, "Sometimes we'll go over to Tom and Giselle's house for dinner, and then I'll say afterward, where are we going for dinner?" In conclusion, Tom Brady is a very, very health conscious man. But not only is he a healthy man, but he has made that into a huge part of his identity as a football player and actually turned it into a brand, which then makes the last 3 commercials he starred in just a little bit confusing. So first we have the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. We got J-Lo, Jack Harlow, Ben Affleck, and Tom Brady. So Tom Brady's doing a little keyboard thing while Ben Affleck does that. He does a fist pump. That's the commercial. And honestly, I didn't think it was that bad. He wasn't even shown with the product. He's with tons of other celebrities. It played during the Super Bowl. This one I kind of feel like, get your bag. I don't know. He wasn't even technically promoting anything unhealthy in the video. I'm sure there are tons of people who just go to Dunkin' and get a coffee and that's it. Sure, they sell insane 1,000 calorie super sugary coffees, but that's not his fault. So for me, I think that one was fine. I think it was not a big deal. Some people might think it's hypocritical, but I kind of think it's just the world we live in. To me, I think it's naive to think that a celebrity shouldn't or wouldn't take a sponsorship like this. But next is the Ferrero ad though. And when you hear Ferrero, you probably think of Ferrero Rocher. But Ferrero is actually one of the biggest food companies in the entire world, largely thanks to Nutella being an absolute juggernaut of a product for them. But yeah, to me, there's like 5 levels of selling out in this commercial.
Match day. Let's go. Kinder chocolate bars. What a lineup.
Tom's stealing our treats again.
Nutella all day. It's crunch time.
Yes! Yes!
How did I miss the Butterfinger? Go all in. Buy any 2 Ferrero brands for your chance to win $1 million.
First one being the soccer thing. How do my Americans feel about that? I don't know. So the premise of this commercial is that Tom Brady routinely steals people's treats. That's the first part.
Tom's stealing our treats again.
And then apparently eats 4 chocolates back to back before telling you to go and buy 2 chocolates.
How did I miss the Butterfinger? Go all in. Buy any 2 Ferrero brands for your chance to win $1 million.
Is this the good writing that he was talking about? Because what the hell was going on in that commercial?
Tom's stealing our treats again.
I just feel like this whole thing is a really weird thing to lend your image to, being that he literally said people have been brainwashed by food companies to eat cornflakes,
accusing certain large food and beverage companies of false advertising.
All those companies make lots of money selling those things. They have lots of money to advertise. You know, when you go to the Super Bowl, it's, you know, that's who are the sponsors. That's the education that we get. That's what we get brainwashed to believe, that all these things are just normal food groups and this is what you should eat.
How is this not the exact same? Plus the line, Nutella all day.
Nutella all day.
That's a new low. That's got to be a low moment for him.
When I see good scripts and good writing.
Nutella all day.
Tom's stealing our treats again.
Now, obviously, it's not a big deal if someone were to eat a chocolate bar while watching the World Cup, right? But the thing is, at the same time, I'm assuming the main audience for that commercial was kids. So when we go look at his quotes in a moment, it is a direct contradiction. Now, finally, the Pizza Hut commercial when Tom Brady acts as a Pizza Hut delivery man.
You know what I miss most about playing? Yelling, "Hut!" So I got this job. I
I got your pizza.
Brady's back.
Pizza.
The goat?
Pizza.
Mom!
Roughing the passer.
Shake it off, Gramps.
Again, is it that big of a deal if someone's ordering a pizza on a special occasion like the Super Bowl? No, of course not. But there's been some controversy over all these sponsorships, and I feel like this Reddit post points out why well. Motherfucker doesn't even eat tomatoes. Why is he hawking pizza? Of all the ingredients on a pizza, the one that would be almost universally agreed upon to be the healthiest, the tomato sauce, could not be eaten by Tom Brady in accordance with his own view of health. Shilling fast food pizza to you. That's the problem that people are angry about. But the thing we have to say here is bro is retired now. The man might actually eat some nightshades these days. He's also divorced and his ex-wife just got remarried. I know this because I saw the video of him in the club with Alex Earl. First comment, he's such a divorced dad, LOL. Second comment, midlife crisis. Adding to this potential theory, I recently also saw the thirst traps that he posted to Instagram. Okay, major move from the couch back to bed. This is what Sunday is all about. Tongue out face, tongue out face, tongue out face. So this is what you do on a Sunday. Because for the last 25 years of his entire life, he's been pretty busy on Sundays. I'm just saying, logically, he's probably going through it a bit retiring. It has got to be tough. My neighbor just retired and he obviously wasn't a professional football player, but I see him moving around his backyard like his life depends on it. I see that look in his eye, okay? Retiring, it ain't easy. So to be completely fair, I mean, maybe Tom Brady does eat Pizza Hut and 4 Ferrero Rocher products back to back now. We don't know what he's up to these days. And he was asked about the blowback he's been getting for these ads since they directly contradict everything he's ever said about health. And in response, he said the following: I think it's moderation in all things. I think there's probably been people who have gone overboard with the kind of rigidity of my lifestyle or diet. So he's saying that the media made him look stricter than he really was at the time. And at first I actually kind of believed that because I read a little bit of his book to make this video, the TB12 book. He truly, verifiably has been talking about balance for years. I thought his other quote was really reasonable too. I have kids and I have Halloweens and birthday parties and we're like a normal family. So I try to make really healthy choices as often as possible. But when you're watching football games and you're at games, you're traveling and you're in airports, I understand the reality of life as well. So on that front, I'm like, maybe this guy is telling the truth. Maybe his life is just truly different now that he's retired, he's relaxed a little bit, he's letting loose. Him doing all these fast food ads is just, you know, his new era. But damn, some of his past comments for me are so hard to come back from. It's hard to believe that he's just had a change of heart. Or that balance to him now means promoting Ferrero Rocher to kids.
This morning, America's most famous quarterback is taking on an unlikely opponent, Coca Cola.
The fact that they can sell that, you know, to kids, that's poison for kids. But they keep doing it.
And he's not stopping at soft drinks, also taking a shot at breakfast cereal, going after Tony the Tiger.
That's just America, and that's what we've been conditioned to. So, you know, we believe that Frosted Flakes is a food. All those companies make lots of money selling those things. They have lots of money to advertise. You know, when you go to the Super Bowl, that's who are the sponsors. That's the education that we get. That's what we get brainwashed to believe, that all these things are just normal food groups, and this is what you should eat.
Oof. That was 10 years ago, but it was such a strong stance. I mean, he literally said that these Super Bowl sponsors, aka the ones that he just worked with, conditioned us to eat junk food, conditioned children to drink poison, in his words. It was such a strong stance that doesn't happen that often from celebrities that both Coca-Cola and Kellogg's had to literally come out and defend themselves.
Coca-Cola firing back, saying in a statement that all of its beverages are safe and can be enjoyed as part of a balanced lifestyle. Kellogg defending Frosted Flakes cereal for having valuable nutrients and being associated with lower body mass index in both children and adults.
He slammed Big Food for promoting unhealthy unhealthy products marketed toward children on the Super Bowl specifically, and then did the exact same thing. The full quote of his actual stance on the food industry is like even worse. Like there's just no coming back from it. Look, I think we've been lied to by a lot of food companies over the years, a lot of beverage companies over the years, but we still do it. That's just America, and that's what we've been conditioned to. We believe that Frosted Flakes is actually a food. You just keep eating those things and you wonder why we have incredible rates of disease in our country. No one thinks it has anything to do with what we put in our body. Of course, they taste good, and all those companies make lots of money selling those things. They have lots of money to advertise. When you go to the Super Bowl, who are the sponsors? So the immediate thought is, well, then I guess Tom Brady sold out, right? Like what else, what other explanation is there for this big of a switch up? This is a man worth $300 to $500 million. He didn't need these deals. He chose them for reasons unclear. But realistically, when you think about it, there's probably only one real reason, and it's not that he's selling out. It's that he's crashing out. Seriously, Tom Brady might actually be having a midlife crisis. Why else would someone sell their integrity for nothing? Plus, his wellness brand still exists. He recently renamed it No Bull, and it now sells clothes in addition to electrolytes and protein powder. But that thing was recently given a $1 billion evaluation. Why would someone jeopardize that unless they're having a midlife crisis? A midlife crisis is a transition of identity and self-confidence that can occur in middle-aged individuals, typically 40 to 65 years old. He just retired from what I understand to be one of the best NFL careers of all time. I don't know anything about sports, but that's what Google said. He's doing commentary. He's an analyst now. He has his Sundays somewhat available, as we've seen, rather than being in the spotlight, in the biggest position, in the biggest games like he has been for the last 25 years. It really is a major change. It's gotta be super hard to deal with. He's literally trying to find a new life, I think. And maybe he really is eating more junk food these days. I mean, it's not that crazy to think of him eating red sauce on his pizza on a Sunday on the couch. I don't know. Like maybe he's actually just trying stuff on, you know? He's like, maybe I can be the commercial guy. Maybe I do eat tomatoes and pizza and 4 chocolate bars back to back while stealing people's treats. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.